Over the weekend, as many of you know, Queen Elizabeth and close members of the royal family bid a final farewell to Prince Philip at the funeral restricted by coronavirus rules. We're juxtaposing that with burials we've seen in Nigeria. I don't want to go outside Nigeria, where we had the death of Abba Kyari. We had the death of Izzy Buruji Kasham, the late Buruji Kashamu, and others, where these are dignitaries. But because of the caliber of who had passed on, we felt it was important to just bring the whole village and all the well-wishers, because for them it was unfathomable where you bury somebody like that and I won't be there. How can you bury that kind of a big person and I will not show up? I have to be there now. So let us discuss amongst ourselves and understand, why do we do things this way? Is it just our culture? Should we respect that that's who we are as a people? Or should we say, no, let's borrow a leaf from these people, from these colonizers?
Africans, let me use Nigerians now because we're focusing on ourselves, are naturally flamboyant. We are not really modest with the way we do our things, even if it's a child naming ceremony of the 8 days, even if it's our wedding ceremonies, whatever it is that we do, we, shroud it in a lot of flamboyance. So it's how we do our thing. And I would like us to, take a leaf from what the Western world is doing. And that has to go deep into changing our orientation and trying to be modest. But I really do not know how we can survive being modest, because it's really not who we are.
This way of life is not foreign to me. I think from where I come from, people like that, from where I come from, people are quite modest in everything, in weddings, in funerals, But, with the increased influence of the Southwest and how, Yoruba people carry themselves with lots of flair, and as BC has used the word flamboyant. So it's just, people are picking up on that. But traditionally, most people up north are not as flamboyant as most in the Southwest. But also when we refer to the Western world, for them too, it's a culture that has evolved over time. If you were to go down through history, you would hear about their very crude ways as well. And the reason I bring this up is that many times we sit on the, when we argue on the part, oh, this is our culture and this is our way of life. But the truth is that culture will evolve, people will improve, civilization will be introduced.
Africans, we must go back to how we really, really started. It was communal. You were there in time of need as well as in time of giving. You are not supposed to be there only when it suits you. So I remember growing up, and then all of a sudden I'm getting married and the house must be full because she's a graduate. Oh, she studied law, and that's why we are related. There's supposed to be a reason why I must know you as my aunt. I must, you must be there. I have an aunt that was there all my life, and I always never forget it. And that's how family is supposed to be.
The point is, many people had reasons to be there, but chose not to be in the interest of COVID-19 principles that was laid down. But we don't adhere to that in this part of the world.
Well, because for us, a lot of the times, the way we show love is to be dramatic about it. The way to show respect is to,
carry me.
Yes, it's my birthday, I do not put my picture on your social media. Even though I called you in the morning to tell you happy birthday and pray for you, but you did not put me in front of the world can see. Or someone calls you, my birthday is coming up, you must shout it out on your view so that people will know I have people. And then you put it on your social media. Because for that person, it is how you show love. And I feel that we need to look at things differently going forward.
If we talk about royals and how royals are buried in certain climes, till tomorrow, we hear say King died for Benin. We not hear, nobody has ever seen how the burial is done.
You know if you come out, go.
They will tell you, for this period, 21 days or so, all markets shut. It's only the inner corpus that bury. So we should apply it to families. If the person has wife, children, and let them be involved in the burial, which is what the Queen did. Till the grandchild, and someone tweeted that the Prime Minister had to leave his own invitation for a close family member who also wanted to attend, and so that's why he didn't show up. And we should also understand, how important it is for families to benefit from, their last respect. You can also play your respect, even if you're not, if you're as a friend of the family.
From afar.
From afar.
Remember when my father died? That first day, we all cried. There was pain, and aunties came, people came, gathered around us. By the next day, they were already telling my mom to give them money to go and start buying rice and this because people are coming to visit. Cooking. You have to buy water in the house. You have to buy drinks. You have to cook because the people will come every day. So we had to now decide the date of the burial.
Fast.
He died in October. We buried him, I think, in November. Between that October 1st and November that we buried him, every single day we're cooking.
You have to feed people.
Feeding people. You can't put that even if you don't cook rice, biscuit and drink must leave it.
Which is supposed to be the other way around, that when guests come, they come with food.
So we're interrogating this culture.
Yeah.
Should we sustain it? No. Should we begin to say, you know what, guys? It's not.
The person who is already mourning has to now run into debt.
Yes.
Because people must show up.
Yeah.